We are heading into the new year. What will 2024 have in store for us? I'm almost afraid to ask.
Don't be afraid.
Be very afraid. Who knows? Who knows where the time goes? I think that's a song. This new year will take us, maybe, on new paths, new places, new things to see. Won't it be fun?
Oh yeah, I can hardly wait.
There we go. Well, the new year is bringing us new rains. Well, maybe they're not new, maybe they're the same old rains. Maybe it's still the same atmospheric river that we had weeks ago. But it rains. In fact, in Washington, it rains like most of December, January, February, and March. But it is the new year, so I guess we'll call this new rain. Maybe on the new year, it's a good thing to repaint a room, repaint a door. Look at Karen go. There's a face of happiness, don't you think?
It's always nice to paint something nice and bright for the new year.
So what we did is we went from just the old, what color was this? Kind of
White.
just a kind of a white to I think it's called apricot yellow. That's what the walls are.
Apricot mousse.
Apricot mousse. And then an accent wall
Of peach tea. Oh, accent wall of orange.
of orange. And then a door.
Of peach tea.
Let's see if I can show you the door without
Knocking over.
Okay, there it is. Peach tea door. So, do that on the new year. Isn't it fun?
Oh yeah. Yeah, you're enjoying yourself.
Believe me, I did help. I painted the ceiling.
Yes, you
I
did.
painted the walls. I painted the orange.
You didn't paint all the walls.
Not all the walls. Karen had to cut them all in because I'm not too good at that. So the utility room is done. Nice paint colors. That's the door. The camera doesn't do it justice though. Karen's accent wall. And the rest of it. Well, we made it to 2024. That's a good thing. 2023 wasn't so bad. Hopefully 2024 will be so much better. So what do we got to look forward to? Well, I always thought that moving into the new year was difficult because I always put the wrong date on my checks. Always had the previous year, didn't get that down until like February. But that's not going to be much of a problem anymore. How many of us write checks? Not many. Everything's out of plastic or being withdrawn out of your bank account. You don't have to write checks, so that's a good thing. 2024 will also be a presidential election for us. And that'll be a strange time. We've got two old goats that are 80 and approaching 80, both with some sort of amount of dementia going on. Well, let me take that back. They're not goats, they're just old. I don't get it. They're both millionaires. When you're that old, why just not retire? Relax. Take it easy. Enjoy the years that you have left. But it is what it is. I would hope that next time around, we get some young folks in there. We need to get young people. The Congress in Washington's like a rich geriatric ward. Need to make some changes there. But what we've got to watch out for this election are those bots. Last election, those bots were all over social media. Some of them were made by foreign countries trying to influence our elections. They did a pretty good job. They were feeding us misinformation. Well, not even misinformation, it was disinformation. And people would believe whatever they seen on social media if it was made by a bot and share it and spread it all the more. Well, it's gotten even better now. Now we have artificial intelligence, AI. This election year, I expect we will see AI taking place, more so than bots. With the AI, you can have people talking, saying things they never said. Looks just like the person, sounds just like the person, but they never said any of that. It's all made up through AI. And we'll tend to believe it, especially if it meets the agenda that we like. It'll be a boon for conspiracy theorists. They'll love that stuff. But remember, it's not true. That's disinformation. And the difference between misinformation and disinformation, misinformation may be something that wasn't intentional, just misinformed. Disinformation is when it's purposely done wrong. It's purposely a lie. It's disinformation. The information's not correct at all. So you better watch out for that. You know, we were talking about checks and things like that. Karen and I were in a line waiting to get some stuff, and the guy ahead of us used cash. And he puts his money down on the counter, and the cashier looks at it, and she says, "I'm not sure what's a dime and what's a nickel." Whew. Can you believe that? Couldn't tell the difference between a dime and a nickel. And she had to have been in her 20s, I would think. Maybe what we need is like a hard currency basic 101 class where we go over the denominations and we show you what's what. What's a quarter, a dime, a nickel, a penny? Luckily, the paper money pretty much says on the paper what it is. But can you believe it? Couldn't tell the difference between a dime and a nickel. So this is a briefer for those of you out there that don't know what your change is. Here is a quarter. Here is a nickel. Here is a dime. Here is a penny. Now this is the real tricky one. Susan B. Anthony. It's a dollar. So what do I see in the crystal ball for 2024? Well, I'm not sure. I just can't make it out. But perhaps this will be the year when we get disclosure. Will we find out if UFOs are real? Will we find out if extraterrestrials are walking around on our planet? We've got congressional hearings happening. We've got investigations going on. The Senate's looking into it. Congress is looking into it. But will the government come clean? Will they tell us the truth? Are we alone? I don't know. During the summer, I happened to be outside looking up at the sky when a bunch of things came flying by, and I thought for sure we were being invaded, only to find out it was Starlink. Sure looked like the UFOs were coming to me. And that's the thing. How much stuff is floating around there that's made by us? But they don't tell us because they've got this advanced technology going on and they don't want everybody to know. So maybe all those UFOs aren't really UFOs, but they're American-made spaceships. Hard telling. Be nice, though, if the congressional hearings can tell us anything, tell us some truths, but I have a feeling that's going to stay quiet for some time yet to come. Oh well. Keep watching the skies, folks. You never know what might fly by. Anyway, it should be a good year, I hope. And I hope all of us do things that are good. I don't believe in the resolution thing because, you know, by February or March, those are out the window. So What I do believe in is try to improve yourself, make yourself a better person. Be kinder, be nicer, be more supportive of each other, be more loving. The whole world could use some of that.